Everybody, welcome to the 2025 Cash Cup kickoff race for the Warrior Motorsports League. We're going to be doing 25 laps here at Brazil at the racetrack Interlagos. We're going to have 14 drivers and a safety car, and it's going to be 24 laps, 25 including the warm-up lap that the safety car will be driving. It was a pretty interesting race nonetheless, so let's go ahead and get off into it right here. And here will be your starting lineup. So starting off in P1 will be Kiwi. Starting P2, Harrison. Julvo 3. Sim 4. Wolf will be 5. I will be 6. Vozy 7. Voza 8. P9 is going to be Reaper. P10, Haza. 11, Cat. 12, It. J. Ranton or Jock will be P13. 14 will be a Lacrosse, and 15 will be our safety car driver, who is going to get up into the front of the field here. Need to go green here for the first round of 12 for the Warrior Motorsports Cash Cup. $660 on the line this year. And we're going to see who gets crowned victor here at the first round here in Interlagos in Brazil. So we're starting off, Kiwi's going to lead the field after the safety car goes in. And our safety car will be going in this lap. 14 drivers, 25 laps. The safety car goes in. Kiwi has control of the field now. We're getting ready to go green here in this green zone now. And he is going to brake check the field before taking off. That's going to cost him a little bit. But the race is underway. To start lap 2, technically lap 1. Into the first corner, we'll see if anyone gets into any incidents here. Kiwi goes a little wide. Harrison's going to have that inside line and take over that P1 position from Kiwi. And Kiwi might get a penalty for that. A 0.5 is what he will be looking at if he does get one. And he does. Sim and Julvo now getting into a little bit of a battle. Sim following right behind Julvo. We'll see if he goes for an overtake into the next corner or not. And it doesn't look like he'll have the momentum to get it. Actually, he might. He has a little bit of speed coming out of the corner. He's catching up to Julvo now in the slipstream. Sim is driving for the DDRU Motorsports team, sponsored by Bucked Up Energy. Wolf is right behind Sim, and I am right behind Wolf trying to catch back up and get up into this battle. It looked like I might have a run on Wolf coming into this corner. Getting right on his tail there. And I don't see any contact just yet. I'm going to have an inside run on Wolf coming out of that corner. And I'm going to keep the inside on him here. I think I'm going to give him some space coming out of it, though. And I'm able to make the overtake up into P5 now. Wolf's going to be right behind me, trying to regain that P5 position. And it looks like Julvo and his teammate Kiwi might be trying to battle it out here. Kiwi's got that 0.5 second penalty to serve, and he serves it, and Julvo will take over P2. Sim's going to slow down as to not get to the back of Kiwi. But it looks like Sim might be able to get the overtake up into P3. Down here in P5, Wolf trying to get that position back from me. Harrison sets the fastest lap of 1:33.243. And we will begin lap 2 now. Wolf gets into the back of me, and I go flying off of the track. And it looks like Wolf gets hit by another driver as well, and I get slammed into. And that will cause a safety car to deploy. So safety will be out. And we will have to wait for him to get back up ahead of the field. Now, I was in P5, but since the incident there, I've dropped down to P10. We're going to get all the drivers stacked back up again here in just a moment. So our safety car driver will be leading the field back up here to the start and finish line. Harrison will have control of the field after the safety car goes in. Lap 3 out of 25. The safety car will go in. Harrison will have control of the field. Julvo and Kiwi go into the pits a little early there. Lap 4 and they will go in. Harrison's going to have control of the field. Sim right behind him. Vozy in P3. And Voza up in P4 with the TJR Racing team. And it looks like Voza might be battling Haza. And Haza has Reaper behind him to worry about. Haza's getting a little squirrely there. It looks like Reaper's going to be able to make an overtake. I don't know if he's got the run. He does have it on the outside line. Voza's slowing down Reaper just a little bit there. Haza's going to be able to make the re-overtake up into P5. Reaper goes a little wide there. And Jock will overtake Reaper as well. I have now caught back up, and I'm in P8 with the penalty, though. I have a 0.5 second penalty. Lacrosse is behind me. Lacrosse started in P14. He's up into P8 now. After taking that position away from me, I'm into P9. Wolf not too far behind me. He definitely might get the position from me whenever I serve the penalty. Lacrosse, me, and Wolf all fighting each other, all from the DWJ Motorsports team. We are on different teams, though. It is going to be Warrior Motorsports with W Energy versus DDRU with Bucked Up Energy. So we will see who pulls away with this one in the constructors' points after this race, and who will have an early lead in the season. Wolf gets an overtake on the outside after I serve the penalty there. Harrison, Sim, and Vosey all going into the pits there. They will go in pretty early for the pits. And I don't know who went in first. I think Vosey went in first. So Vosey will have a little bit of an advantage coming out of there. But he's going to drop behind down into P11. And they will have to work back up through the field again. Sim going into the pits now to get his tires swapped off of the softs and onto the mediums for the rest of the race here. And out of the pits, Sim will go. It is in P8 after me and Wolf got into it again. And we were down into P7 and P6. We're going to be battling each other for those positions now. I am right on Wolf's tail, and it looks like I'm going to look for an outside run. And I don't think I'm going to get it. I look for a crossback, though. Actually, I'm going to stay to the... No, I do look for a switchback. And I do get it, I believe, into the inside of Wolf, and I get up into a P6 again. Lacrosse in P5 trying to track down Reaper on the Warrior Motorsports A team. Someone got sideways there. I think Jock gets a little sideways and drops down into P5. And we have a car going sideways. I think Bose is losing it a little bit. He's able to save it and stay back on the track. Jock will get into the back of Oza as well. So now we have a pretty big group of drivers trying to fight each other, all for those top 5 positions. And I'm going to try to squeeze in between Jock and Boza. Jock goes into the pits, and I will get past Boza. And I'm going to have the outside run. Reaper up into P2. Haza is in P1 now. Lacrosse is in P3 after starting in 14th place. The driver goes wide there. Boza went wide. He's going to have the inside line on me. He's going to retake it. Wolf also looking for a position on me, and he will be able to get it. Going down in the corner, I think I'm going to brake a little bit later. Boza's got me blocked, so I can't really make any moves here. I'm going to get sideways coming out of the corner. And I will be in Wolf's slipstream, though. Wolf is trying to get past Boza now in that P4 position. He's trying to defend for me as well. He's doing a pretty good job so far, keeping me behind him. And I'm going to try to look for any sort of way to get in front of him if I can. Boza goes a little wide there. And I have a little bit of a better run coming out of that corner. We'll see how this goes. I get into the grass, almost losing it. And now I've got to try to catch back up to Wolf. I lost a little bit of time there. It, on the DDRUB team, will be trying to catch back up to P6 where I'm at. And we'll see if he can make any moves here and try to gain any time. And so far, I have made no progress in this race. I started P7, I'm in P6, but there's not as much as I want to be. Wolf's got that inside line going into the first corner. We'll see if there's any chaos that ensues here. And it doesn't look like I'm going to look for a switchback on Wolf. And I'm not able to get it. I think I have a better run through here, though, and I'm in the slipstream. So we'll see if I try to make an overtake on him going down the straightaway. And I look for the inside line, it looks like. Let's see if I can make an overtake into this corner here. I've got the inside line. Let's see if I can get it. And I do, up into P5. Boza ahead of me. It goes wide and goes sideways. I don't know if he spun out. I think he's good. He got a little sideways there and almost lost it. Boza now trying to defend from me. in that P4 position. Reaper's got a 0.5 second penalty, so he's going to have to try to savor what he can from that. Boza gets into the wall. It was a little closer of a corner cut to me, I think. I almost got it, but Reaper and Boza are both going to have penalties, and Boza's going to go wide again. He's going to go wide a third time, and he's going to be in the grass. He's going to have a 1 second penalty as well. Trying to save his car from getting any more damage, and it looks like he's going to drop down to P6. Wolf now trying to make a move on me. He's going to have the slipstream. Haza goes into the pits now. Lacrosse will take the race lead. Lacrosse also has the fastest lap of 1:31.447. Wolf gets sideways there going into the first corner. And now I am on Reaper's tail battling Reaper. We'll see how this goes. I'm going to brake a little bit later than him, but I'm going to look for a switchback. And I don't think I'm going to be able to get it. Reaper's got the inside line, and I'm going to try to look for another switchback here. We'll see if I can get it from him, and I can't. He's going to have a better run coming out of the corner, and he's going to have the inside defense. Not much battling going on, especially for Lacrosse. Lacrosse up here all by himself in a major gap. Cat also has a pretty big gap from P13 to P14 as he went into the pits a little bit earlier, I think. Jock went into the pits early with the first group of drivers. Sim trying to catch up to Haza. Haza, Julvo, Bozy, and Kiwi are all going to be battling each other. Bozo and Julvo really are trying to get into it here. Julvo's looking for any sort of mistakes by Bozy here to get up into that P9 position. Bozy's trying to track down Kiwi. Kiwi trying to track down Harrison, but it looks like Harrison's going to be in the lead of this group. And everybody is basically split off as the early pit will have an effect on these drivers. It trying to catch up to Voza. Voza made a little bit of a crucial error back there a while ago, and he's going to be down into P5. Wolf has overtaken me for P3, and I've got a 0.5 second penalty now. Lap 10 out of 25. We'll see what pit strategies will be used coming up. A lot of the drivers went in pretty earlier on in this race, so we'll see what happens here. We're going to go on board with Wolf as he tries to track down Reaper here for about a lap. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go full throttle and just let you guys watch Wolf as he tries to track down the driver up front. So already Warrior Motorsports making a pretty big dent in the Constructors' Cup, as they're both going to be 1 and 3 on the lap 11 out of 25. We've still got plenty of laps to go, but right now they seem to be the dominating force in this race. Cat and I are going to be 14 and 13. We are on two separate teams, though. We are on DDRU, but I am A team, he's B team. And we will see if I can try to catch up and make a little bit of time here throughout this race. But I don't see me getting very far. I'm going to go up here to Jock. Jock trying to track down Sim, who's up ahead of him. And Sim's looking for Haza to make any sort of mistake so Sim can overtake here. Sim's also going to have these slipstream. I went into the pits a little bit earlier there, so I have dropped down to P13, but it is all well and done. The top 10 in this race will get points on the leaderboard, but anyone under 10th place will not score for the leaderboard here for the Cash Cup. Sim looking for the inside of Haza here, braking a little bit later up into P9 as Sim overtakes him there. Rosie and Haza now battling each other. And Jock is also up into the mix now. See if anything occurs here. Oh, and Haza takes out. Who is that? So Haza gonna look for the inside of Bozy, and he gets into him and takes him out. And I don't know if that was purposeful or accidental. I'm gonna assume it's an accident. But Haza will get that 0.5 second penalty after the race. Bozy now drops down into P12. And the race will continue. Going to be lap 13 now. And the Cross and Wolf are now 1 and 2. The Reaper has gone into the pits now to change off his soft tires and on the mediums, or vice versa. I think he changed from soft to medium, and he did. Haas is going to try to catch up to Sim. Reaper comes out of the pits now. Sim is up in the P8. Looking for an overtake there. I think Kiwi just looked for an open spot on Harrison. And Harrison's going to try to ward off Kiwi. Goes for the inside of Harrison, and someone goes spinning there. Looks like Boza went for a ride into the wall. And Harrison is now going to have to fend off 2 teammates all by himself. This is something that he's not wanting to do right now. Someone got sideways there for a second, but they will save it. Wolf is going to go into the pits now. So we've only had one safety car so far in this race. It was on lap 3. Other than that, there's only been a couple of little penalties here and there. Harrison goes a little wide coming out of that corner. Kiwi's going to have a better run. He's going to have the outside line and a lot more speed. And Harrison's kind of getting boxed in by the 2 teammates now. Julbo's going to have the inside. Kiwi's going to have the outside. Harrison's defending in the middle. We'll see how this goes into this next corner. Kiwi gets onto the brakes a little early there. Harrison's going to cut to the inside. A little bit of contact between him and Julbo. Harrison will stay in P3. It is now up into P2 with a 0.5 second penalty. And there's a couple of battles going on here. We got a battle down here between Sim, Jock, and Haza. Jock goes for, I think that was Jock. Oh, it's between Jock, Reaper, and Haza. Reaper's got the inside line. Jock's gonna have the outside. And Reaper's gonna look for that inside run on him. And he's gonna get the overtake. Wolf also getting into the battle now. Getting up into that mix. It's gonna be Jock, Reaper, Haza, and Bozy, and Wolf all battling each other for those positions now. Let's see how this goes into the first corner. We'll see if there's any contact here. And hopefully there is none. Reaper with a pretty sketchy line there. Jock's gonna be able to overtake him. We're all good still. Lap 15 out of 25. We've got 10 to go. Oh, Haza kind of makes Reaper go a little wide there coming out of that corner. And we've got this group fighting for those positions. And then we've also got P1 through 4 fighting up here. Kiwi goes wide off the track there. Sim will have P4 now. Harrison still in P2. Julvo 3, 4, and 5 all battling each other. Then 6, 7, 8, and 9 are all battling each other as well. And then you have Lacrosse. Lacrosse is just up here on his own, chilling out with over, I'm assuming, a minute gap between him and the driver behind. He also still has the fastest lap of 131, 122. Harrison and Julvo now going to battle coming into the first corner. Harrison's going to have the inside line. We'll see if he's able to defend it from Julvo. It looks like he will be able to. Sorry if I'm a little lackluster on the commentary. There's not much to commentate on other than some of the battles going. And it is very difficult. It looks like we got a safety car. We're going to go back and see what happened there. I'm not sure what happened to be able to get the safety car deployed, but we will go back and watch the replay here. So it looks like it's going to be between Haza and Reaper here. Haza goes into the grass, so does Wolf, and Haza gets punted off. The same as Wolf. Both of them making the same crucial error and losing a couple positions there. And Wolf will get a 3-second penalty for car collision, and there will be a safety car deployed for it. So we had a couple cars pit under safety there. Some of them are on fresh tires, but Lacrosse will be leading the field again, coming up to the start and finish line. Lap 17 out of 25, we're going to be green flag racing, hopefully the rest of the way through. Got a couple cars warming the tires up here. We're in the green zone now, so it is on Lacrosse to start the race. And we are going to be green flag racing again as Lacrosse takes the green flag. Starting lap 18, he's going to have to defend his position now. Everybody's grouped up again. So we'll see if he has any troubles here, if he pulls away from the field once more. I'm down into P8 now. Made a couple positions on the way through the race. So 1, 2, and 3 are going to be Lacrosse, Harrison, and Sim. And right behind Sim, actually taking Sim right now, he's going to be up into P3. Jock will get P3. Sim goes for the inside of Harrison there. Just gets into him just a little bit. And they're going to actually be racing pretty hard now. Harrison defending off from Bozy. Okay, he's defending Bozy, Jock, and Sim. And we'll see if there's any chaos between these drivers. Bozy looking for the outside run on Harrison. He might have it. He's going to get the inside into this corner. And Bozy goes up in P2 now. Harrison trying to look for that spot back. Jock and Sim are going to battle it out as well. And all the cars, except for number 1, are all going to be grouped up and racing each other once more. So it should be pretty action-packed for the rest of this race here, as everyone's going to be pretty grouped up again. Harrison goes up the inside of Bozy for the P2 position. And Bozy has to go wide, and it allows Sim to get a run on him. And I think Sim might overtake him. They're going to battle for 3 and 4. And once again, Lacrosse is just chilling out up ahead of the rest of the field. Lap 19 out of 20 now. Into the first corner, everybody pretty much having a pretty decent line. Sim goes a little wide there and loses a few positions. Kiwi and Reaper going to battle now. Me and Sim trying to work together. I'm trying to catch back up to my teammate so we can get a little bit of draft going. And Wolf is going to go for my inside there with a 0.5 second penalty as well. So I'm not really going to have to fight him as much because he's got a penalty to serve. I almost squeezed the inside driver next to me. I think that was Julvo. So all the drivers are still pretty stacked up. We're going to have 6 to go next time by. Wolf has overtaken me, and I'm going to get sideways there and go for a spin. And I'm going to drop down quite a bit in position. And I'm going to get rotated back around. And I will be in P14 now, I'm dead last. So we'll see if I can make up any positions there for the rest of the race. It's not good, because there is no safety car since I was a solo driver spinning out there. Lacrosse very comfortably up into P1. Harrison Vosey still battling for the P2 and 3. And all the drivers are pretty much still stacked up except for me and my teammate, or me and It, who have fallen behind a little bit. I think It also spun out there. They didn't do it as bad as me. Haza, Vosey, Cat, Wolf, Julvo, Sim, and Reaper all battling each other. I think Sim's going to be up in a P6 here. And he is. And he's going to try to break the slipstream. Going into the very quick left-hander here. Julvo's going to go wide there. He's going to get a penalty. NX already has a penalty. And Jock is up in a P5. Harrison and Kiwi. Kiwi looking for the inside run on Harrison. He doesn't get it. Vosey on the curb. Almost losing control of his car there. 2, 3, and 4 seem to really be battling for that top 3 position. Or for those top 3 positions. But they aren't going to be able to get P1 as Lacrosse is way ahead of them, and them fighting is not going to help out. Lap 20 out of 25. We've got 5 to go. He was going to have the inside line on Harrison. He's going to be able to overtake Harrison for the P3 spot. We're going to go on board with Harrison here, and we're going to go full throttle for the last time in this race. And we're going to go on board with him and let y'all just watch and listen to the car as he drives it here at Interlagos. What a move there. Vosey getting a switchback on Harrison after the dive bomb. And Vosey's going to have that P3 position after being very well defending on that P3 position there. Sim gets taken out by Jock. And Jock will get a penalty there. That was unfortunate. Sim has dropped down into P9 there after getting spun out by Jock. Boza, Cat, and It all battling for 10, 11, and 12. And then me and Haza are going to be fighting for 13 and 14 here on lap 22. Look at the yellow flag up here. I'm not sure what that's about. Looks like Boza may have gone off, or another driver. Not sure who it would have been. But I'm going to catch back up to Wolf, and I'm going to give him a little bump there. Try to catch up to the rest of the drivers. And Wolf will have a better run coming out of that corner than I did. And now it is a battle between, I don't even know who's in this battle here. It's between It, Cat, Wolf, me, Haza, and the last one, I think it's Boza as well. Haza and Lacrosse, nope, Lacrosse. So this is the battle between the bottom 4 or 5. I think it's P10 through 14 here. I'm going to be trying to make any moves I can on the other drivers here. Haza goes for an inside move on me, and he gets the position after I spin, I think. And I'm going to keep the position, it looks like. So I've made up one position after the incident earlier when I spun myself out. So we'll see if I can keep this position or gain any more. Into P14. It looks like we have a driver that's got a penalty, though. Cat's going to be on my inside there. I go a little bit wide as trying not to take both of us out. And it looks like it's going to be a battle between 10 through 14. Lacrosse is still out on his own. Kiwi's trying to track him down. Still not close enough. Vozy has gotten a little bit of a gap. No, he has not. Harrison's going to get a little bit of time on him there. And Julvo and Jock are also going to be in the battle, as well as Reaper. And they are going to be fighting for those top 7 places, it looks like. Top 10 get points, so all these drivers will get points if they continue to be in these positions by the end of the race. Lacrosse is going to get 2 to go here. He's going to start lap 24 out of 25. We're going to go on board with him real quick as he drives his lap, and we're going to see how he gets to do these so fast and keep away from the rest of the field. So he started 14th. He's in P1. Lap 25 out of 25. Final lap. White flag. And Lacrosse is going to be leading the field still with a little bit of a gap. Kiwi is also going to have a pretty big gap, but he's got a 1-second penalty here, as well as a few penalties after the race for the incidents he's caused during it. Vozy pulling away from Harrison. Julvo, Harrison, and Jock all battling for those positions, as well as Reaper. Reaper trying to get up into that fight as well on the final lap here. And Harrison's just trying to track down Vozy if he can. Julvo having a run on Harrison now. Jock and Sim are battling for those positions. Or sorry, Reaper and Jock are battling for those positions. Gonna go down here to them as they battle it out. Jock's gonna look for an inside dive bomb, it looks like. He's gonna have the inside. Reaper's gonna have the inside of this corner though. He's gonna have to make Jock go wide. And he's gonna have the position of P6. Kiwi coming around the final corner. Lacrosse coming around the final corner. Started 14th, ended first. Drives it all the way to the start and finish line for the P1. Our driver of the day is going to finish this race in P1. What a finish from Lacrosse there. Started almost dead. Actually, he did start dead last, and he ends up in P1. Kiwi going to finish it up in P2 here. Bozy coming around the final corner. P3, Julvo 4, Harrison 5, Reaper 6, Jock 7. Sim's going to finish it off in 8th place. Wolf and I are going to battle up to the front straight, and I'm going to be right on his tail, but I think he's going to be able to keep it here. Wolf's going to get a P9, I'm going to get a P10. Boza will be in a P11. Haza coming around the final corner now for a P12. And Cat and It, their teammates battling for 13 and 14th. And they will finish in their position 13 and 14. Here is your driver of the day. It is going to be Lacrosse. Started P14, ended P1. And here is the leaderboard starting off for this first round in the Warrior Motorsports Cash Cup. Just go ahead and take a look at that. And those will be your top 14 starting off. Remember, everyone is battling for the top 16 positions. And you want to be in the top 16 to continue to move through the Cash Cup here. So, without further ado, we're going to end this race here at Interlagos. Get ready for the next race. It should be more interesting and a little bit quicker. I think everybody else is going to be a little bit better on the next track. And we will see you guys later. Y'all have a wonderful day or night.